ever just had one of those mornings that you wonder why you even woke up? Now, probably happens to everybody. I don't care how zen you are. I don't care how pale you are. I don't care how metaphysical you are. There are those mornings where you think it's not working and everything's going wrong. You just want to kill. And I had one of those mornings. I actually was so angry I had to go for a walk, hoping someone dared to try to mug me so I could beat them up. I just wanted to hit somebody. And I think a lot of times we feel like we want to hit somebody, but we don't. Now, you know a little bit about fight and flight. When you get real tense, when you go into the fight and flight, your blood goes away from certain areas of your body to prepare it to fight or run. And often it also goes away from certain parts of your brain and you cannot think clearly. That's why I taught myself a long time ago, when I'm angry, don't make decisions at that time because you're not thinking clearly. That's the time that you end up making the worst decisions in the world. But it doesn't hurt to learn other ways of dealing with anger. I was so upset this morning. Let me tell you a little bit about it. I love my children. They're grown, they're adults. They currently rely on me to take them to school because, unfortunately, due to life circumstances, and please do not judge my children or me because you don't know our circumstances, but they don't drive. So they rely on their 53-year-old mommy, just like I'm currently relying on my 76-year-old mommy. I don't think we ever stop relying on our mummies. And I was feeling extremely tense this morning because of miscommunication. I was thinking I was going to get the opportunity to get sleep in, but I didn't because of miscommunication. Then on top of that, I'm getting ready to take the kids to school, knowing that my daughter was probably right. They probably don't start till later, but my son didn't know that for sure and didn't feel comfortable, and she was taking a good old time. And my thing is, I'm driving, not you. Unappreciated. Instead of my daughter making a quick lunch, she has to cook her lunch on the time that I'm in a hurry. I am fuming. And like I said, I gotta go for a walk. And I went outside and I walked around the block just hoping. Somebody, come on me. Come on. I'm ready for you. I just want to hit somebody. Yeah, I just want to hit somebody. Let's make it a mugger. Yeah, I just want to hit somebody. But nobody would mug me. Gee, I wonder why. Then I got into the house and I sat down and I thought, I don't like this. I don't like somebody calling my shots. I get up at 5 o'clock every morning and take these kids to school. I don't have to do this. I do it because I want them to graduate. I do it because I want the best for them. I don't feel like I'm being appreciated. And I never weekend because on my days that I don't have to take him to school, I have to go to work. Me? 20 minutes, please. Okay. Didn't need that. Anyways, when I had got to one point that I had said to my daughter, because I didn't want her calling the shots, and I said, I'm going to my car. Anyone who is not in my car within 10 minutes stays home. I'm leaving. I knew my son would be there, and my daughter was in the car within a minute. And then on the way, I tried to explain why I was angry, and my daughter started screaming and hollering, and I said, I'll just pull over and you can walk home. And then she got quiet. And then I told this story. Years ago, when I was living in Garland, and my husband was alive, and I was having a lot of problems with him and his family because he gave in to his son a lot, and I ended up in a really bad situation. And I made their sleeping, or getting ready, not sleeping, getting ready to go to bed. And I recognized that I ended up in that a lot in my life. People kind of just disrespecting me, not caring what I've been doing, not caring how I'm feeling. And I said, what is it about me? Instead of saying, well, he's wrong, he's this, he's wrong, he's that, they're assholes, whatever. What is it about me that attracts this kind of behavior towards me? And it's in the same saying, I'm not going to try to change you. For some reason, you behave this way towards me, and maybe you behave this way towards a lot of other people, but not this person and that person. And I've noticed that I attract that behavior from people who don't normally behave that way. What am I doing? Because I'm being a nice person, what am I doing? See, I'm the one that wanted to change, and as much as it seemed like, really, they should be doing the changing because they're the ones acting like assholes, they're the ones being unappreciative, they're the ones whatever. Why should they change when they're getting exactly what they want? Well, I said that to myself this morning. What is it about me that's attracting this? And I discovered that I was falling into one of my other old habits, and that is putting everybody before myself. Now, this is something that throughout my upbringing in my childhood, and you're taught, and everybody comes before you by the very people who, when you're saying, I need help, don't want to help because they want you to put them before you. And I was doing this. And so I said, I want you kids to succeed. That's why I get up at 5 o'clock every morning to take you to school. That's why I get upset if you're not doing your best, if you're messing up, if it's chance you can mess up, because I'm going out of my way so you can succeed. And if you're not doing your part, I'm wasting my time. And it is because of that that I've put up with all of this. But I have to take care of my life. So what it boiled down to is I had to start deciding this is what I'll deal with and this isn't. And so I said to these kids, you know what? From this day forward, when I'm ready to leave, we will leave. And if you're not ready yet, I'll go without you. And if you've been ready but I'm not ready, you will wait on me. Because I had a day where my daughter was actually ready before I was, but I was writing in my diary doing, Mom, let's go now. You wanted me ready. Now I'm ready. You keep saying get ready. Now I'm ready. Let's go. And I'm thinking, I can wait on you, but you can't wait on me? No. I'm the driver. You will get there in time, but I determine the time we leave, not you. All I need is the information on what time you need to be there, and I determine the rest. And if you don't like it, find someone else. Why? Because my determination for them to succeed, my wanting them to succeed, gave them an opening to walk all over me. Maybe that wasn't what they were thinking. They may not have been thinking, well, I'm going to walk all over my mommy. But that's exactly what was happening. And so I'm like, I will still help you because I want you to succeed. But I have my own life to take care of. I have my own health to take care of. I have my own welfare to take care of. And if you interfere with that, find your own way. Because the only way they're going to understand what I'm doing for them is to understand that they can lose it. The point of this is I said to myself the other day, whenever I complain about someone, I have become a victim. I want to be a victor. And it doesn't mean, okay, well, the way to be a victor is not to complain anymore. It's not the case. The way to be a victor is to look and say, I wonder why I'm unhappy with this. What is it about this that's bothering me? And what is it about me that's bringing this into my life? And how do I change that? Because I don't care how many people say, I'm not a victim anymore, I'm not a victim anymore, I'm not a victim anymore. Well, you may not be a victim of abuse anymore. You may not be a victim of rape. You may not be living in an abusive, uh, with an abusive spouse or whatever. But if a hurricane knocked down your home, you became a victim of circumstances, like it or not. It's not the victim thing, it's the victim mode. I can't do anything. I'm stuck. I can't get out of it. My life is so bad. Well, I understand this because I'm an expert at it. So, something's not going right. What can I do? What's the difference between facts and the difference between problems? Problems is something you can fix. Facts isn't. Let's say a tornado knocked down my home. That's not a problem. The tornado knocking down my home is not a problem. That's a fact. Nothing I can do about the tornado knocking down my home. But where do I go from there? Do I rebuild the home? Do I buy a new home? So the problem becomes, what's next? How do I solve this? What do I want next? Okay, I want to get an analysis on the damage. Okay, so what do I got to do next? Okay, now, should I rebuild? Should I buy a new home? Okay, I'm going to rebuild. Okay, what's the next step? That's solving a problem. That's going for the solution. When I was complaining a lot about the politics, the political, I came to a realization that I have a choice. I can either get a bunch of people and do a rally and say, this is not fair, this is not fair. And I'm thankful for these people because they get a lot more in them than I do when it comes to these things. And so I'm like, no, you know what? Leave that to the pros. Leave that to the ones that can do it. Leave that to the ones that have it in them to do it. Until then, I'm just considering these not problems because other than voting, I'm not going to do anything about it. So they're facts. And when it's a fact, I just, okay. So what can I do? You know, if there's a law being built here, how do I handle it? Well, I can do this. I can do that. I can do this. I can do that. What feels the best? Ah, I like this. I'm going for that. We're never going to have a problem-free life. And it's not trying to have a problem-free life. It's how do we handle those problems? Which do we take on? Which do we let go of? And what is it about me that attracts this into my life? And how do I change that? Because I can't change you. I can't change my kids. I can't change my mom. I can't change my family. I can't change my friends. I can't change my enemies. But I can change how I react. And often in changing how I react, things around me begin to change. People begin to change around me. I don't change them, but their behavior around me begins to change. The moment I said to my daughter, hey, you know what? How about I just pull over? She got quiet. Did I change her? No, but I changed how she reacted to me. So, that's not being a victim. It's being in victim mode. So when I complain, the question is, am I just going to complain? Or am I going to do something about it? Or if I'm not going to do something about it, can I just let it go?